so much of the cultural expression of how meme coins are created around like current affairs is a really fascinating, like someone should at some point do some sort of like psychological behavior study around it. And I'm kind of wondering.
Do we want the answer to that?
I don't know, but maybe because it's a free space, right? This would probably be censored on any other platform should some of these names come about there of the coins, right? And this is, people are saying this is the first election that might be decided by memes. Like, meme culture is so huge. So I actually am curious from the foundation's perspective or your individual perspective, how you actually think about the fact that Solana has kind of like taken this on and what you think has allowed for it and what you hope comes of it.
Yeah. Well, there are so many things that happen in crypto, including Solana, that just happen. Communities, people started doing meme coins. I guess maybe we could have seen that one happening just because meme culture is such a thing.
Yeah.
People started doing meme coins. And if you're going to do a meme coin, then you need to be on a platform where there's certain like trading infrastructure and it's cheap because then it's obviously much easier to do. And if you have to wait 2 minutes and pay $2 to click a button, then it's kind of hard to build the meme economy around that. So I think that when you're kind of looking what infrastructure to use for the product you want to build today, with a couple of pretty straightforward and pretty basic questions, I find that the funnel narrows pretty quickly to Solana much of the time. So did we as the foundation, was that, some super shadowy strategy from 2020? No, it just kind of happened one day. And
but when you're watching that from afar starting to proliferate, are you like what was kind of your reaction when you first started to see it really take off?
That it's crypto and people will find a way to speculate on anything and everything all of the time.
Do you think it's helpful? Do you think it's helpful in the sense that it keeps the brand alive because there's always a new discussion that's coming about on top?
I think so, right? I think that it creates. There's different ways. If we kind of go back to like there's the blockchain aspect of it. Meme coins are fantastic for validators.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Right. I think through September or through the middle of September, something like $380 million worth of fees paid to validators.
Insane.
And a lot of that is people trading meme coins.
Who would have thought the sentence would come about? Meme coins are great for validators. Amazing.
So from that perspective, infrastructure providers, they're like, yes, this is amazing. Okay. And then for technology platform, well, you don't need a lot of other developer tools to be able to launch a meme coin because a lot of that kind of like a lot of the platforms like Pump.Fun, right?
Yes.
If you look at that, it reminds me of GeoCities a little bit.
Yeah, that's true. Actually, that's a good comparison.
Right?
Yeah.
And so it takes advantage of mature tools today and then just kind of goes for it.
Do you think it eventually could, I mean, it's obviously a completely different system, but do you ever see it as something that could turn into a competitor to like a poly market or something because the coins that emerge are so related to current affairs?
Yeah, so we even had this idea of meme LSTs.
Really?
Yeah. Okay. So speaking of memes and validators, right? It's always left curve and right curve. Yeah. I find the most interesting things are always the combination of right curve and left curve. And so mid curve, which is, well, by definition, it's all relativist.
Right.
These distribution definitions, but the mid curve is where mainstream is. And by definition, mainstream stuff is not innovation, right? Innovation is always on either end.
Of course.
And so I think what's interesting about something like, so Solana is a really active LST ecosystem, probably the most innovative. And so what if you could do Trump Sol and Harris Sol? And
exactly.
And then there's LST yield or drift that could be allocated in certain ways.
So why don't we have that?
I guess because someone hasn't built it yet.